Live. We are live.
Oh, cool.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my just to look and see if
I'll
I don't know. I
also
don't see it
check.
on my channel, but it says we're live now, so that's
Okay.
exciting. Maybe I'll give it a few seconds to see if because yeah, so so the viewer button is at the top. So maybe I'll give it a
Okay,
few
cool.
seconds to see if anybody hops on. But until then, we can just chat. I know Ellie's around because she commented.
Yeah, so I'm
So
waiting to see who else shows up.
let me text in the Discord. Um, and if not, we can just talk about the book. I feel like we have pretty similar opinions on it.
Yeah.
We are
Oh,
now
hey.
live. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so first, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So Maya, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, even though I've already said your name.
Yeah. My name's Maya. I don't know what else to say. Um, I read romance
Favorite,
books, you
okay,
know.
yeah, favorite book so far this year.
Oh my goodness. The Flatshare, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it was this book. But
it's such
yeah.
a good book. Okay, and your Instagram is Let's Get Booking, which is on the screen, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, I'm Rylan. My favorite book so far this year, romance-wise, probably The Flatshare too, I guess. Even though I don't even know if I've read any other romance. I'm blanking on everything else that I've read, but the Flatshare is really good. So, yay.
Hey,
Okay.
Kira.
Hello. Okay, I'll go ahead, yeah, and start flashing people's comments on the screen. How exciting. Hello, hello, hi. Hi. Stasia, hello. She's here. Say you're awesome, Maya. You
I'm
are
awesome.
awesome.
We're all
Yes,
awesome.
yes, we're all awesome. So I guess we'll go ahead and start off with the first question that I posted a little bit ago. And what rating did you give the book? I'll let you go first, Maya. And kind of
Uh,
explain maybe why you gave it, what you did.
Okay, yeah. I gave it 5 stars. I practically like devoured the book in 2 days, so it was really good. It was just so sweet and like fluffy and like adorable, and so like I couldn't give it any less than 5 stars,
Yeah.
right? It was like, yeah, basically that's why.
It was a
It
really
was just
good
so
book.
cute. Like
It
I
was
could
so
not get over
cute.
the characters. They were just
It
so
was
adorable.
yeah, no, it was super fun. I'm surprised. I've seen this book everywhere, but I never had obviously picked it up until this month, and I'm really glad that I did because now I want to read all of her books. So,
Yeah, me too.
so Ellie also said that she gave it 5 stars. Stasia gave it 4 stars. I also gave it 4 stars. And I think that's mostly because although I did love it, I think Leon's perspective kind of threw me off for a really long time. And his chapters were so much harder for me to read, even though they were shorter in theory, just because they were written um, differently than what I was expecting.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
same.
okay, we got
I was
another
kind of
five
caught off guard.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I liked it once I got used to it, but it definitely did take a while. But okay, cool. So we seem to have um, a pretty general consensus that everybody loved the book. Let me post the next question, which I mean, that's good, right? We want our book club to
Yeah,
be a success.
good first book too.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so who was your favorite character?
Oh my goodness.
Tracy says hello, hello.
I really, really liked Leon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he was just like so sweet and caring, and he also just made her like he let her make her own decisions. He didn't pressure
Mm-hmm.
her, and it was just so adorable to see such a supportive character, but he wasn't ruling her life in any way.
Yeah.
And I just really appreciated that. So I yeah, Leon for sure.
Yeah, no, I loved Tiffy and Leon, but Leon, I definitely feel like he was just everything that you want in a man, you
Yes.
know? Like everything you want in like a good man, and he definitely wasn't toxic. Like their relationship was so pure and wholesome, I think, because he understood her background, and although he hadn't like experienced that necessarily, he understood because of his mom, obviously, in all of her abusive relationships, and I think that he was able to just relate and help Tiffy through that
Hmm.
because she didn't know what she was doing for a long time. Like she refused to see that kind of stuff. So I love him.
Yes.
I
He
would
was
marry him
so great.
too.
Me too.
But Richie was also a really good character. He
Yes.
as a side character, and also Rachel, was that her best friend
Hmm.
at work? Yeah, she was funny too. That was for me too. I wasn't yeah, because yeah, Leon's chapters were definitely different. Leon's brother, yes, we love Richie.
Oh my god, Richie was so like
He was
so
just
sweet.
I could honestly like I think it'd be so cool because a lot of romance series they're like companion like there's like a a trilogy but they're companion novels and honestly if she could do like a sequel to this book but for
For
with
Richie,
Richie and maybe Rachel
dude,
it
that
could be
would be so
so good. But
good.
this book came out in like 2000 or was it recent 2000 okay 19 I guess so I feel like
That's fairly
if she was
recent.
going to then it would have we would have heard about it by now
Yeah.
because I think all of her other books are totally separate because she has a new one coming out later this year so I love Tiffy but then throughout the book Leon too when you get to know him yeah but I have a hard love for Rich everybody loves Richie
Yes,
he's so
Richie's like
good
he's so
he was
sweet.
he was just so funny and the fact that he automatically loved Tiffy I don't know man it was so good it was
Yes,
so
I was
good.
rooting for them from the start, and I was like, yes, we love this support.
Yeah. The first scene that okay, actually I'm gonna save that thought for because I have another question. I'll talk about the specific scenes later, but oh my goodness, I love them. Richie was 100% the best wingman from prison. We love it. We love it. It's
Oh
so
my god,
good.
yes.
And I loved who was it? What's her name? Her other friend, Gertie.
Gertie, yeah, I think
She was
yeah.
funny. She
Oh my god, she
entertained me
was
a lot. She's so just like boom, 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 and she knew what she wanted. I want a Richie and Rachel book so bad. I love to be the lawyer friend. Yeah, Gert, she's
Mhm.
so good, so funny. This book, honestly, like I love reading romances and they make me smile a lot, but this book had me like laughing at, or like giggling as
Yeah.
I was reading the book, and that doesn't happen super often, which so I really love that. I would love a Richie book. Mo and Gertie were also great friends. Yeah,
Mo
Mo
was
was,
so good. Like he
and the
was such a
fact,
good friend.
yeah, and the fact that they ended up being together too, that was funny. I definitely agree that Gertie was a bit rude at first, but I think by the end I did grow to love her because I you can tell that she has such a strong love for Tiffy
Mhm.
and she wants the best for her friend, you know.
Definitely. I really
And
liked her, but that one scene at the end where she like kind of jumped to a conclusion and got on to Tiffy, I
uh-huh.
was like, no, Gertie, no, you don't
Yeah,
understand. Yeah.
yeah.
And so yeah, that moment was like really hard for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, say Ellie said the same thing. And that yeah, I totally agree with that. I thought it was very unfair because they had been friends since what, university? And the fact that she automatically turned against Tiffy and just made the worst assumption was definitely unfair.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but I think she did come through in the end, which I appreciate. So her bluntness was sad. We did she was a very blunt character. The dual perspective was epic. Her two books are both like that, and I dig it. That's really good to know because I also own The Switch, which is her other book that's been published. So I need to read that
I
soon.
really want to get that. I read the synopsis like as soon as I finished this book, and I was like, okay, I need to go buy that, and then I need to
Yeah,
read
it
it. Like,
sounds
it's
so
so
good.
cute.
So good. I think everyone needs a Gertie. She was so opinionated. I agree with that. I feel like Gertie was a tough love kind of friend, but not believing Tiffy was not the business. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
She
Especially
didn't need
because they were,
to.
yeah, they were supposed to know each other so well. Let me get the next question. Moment in the book. Okay. What was your favorite moment in the book?
Oh my
Or
gosh, you go
scene, your
first.
favorite scene?
You go
Oh,
first. I have to think about it.
okay. So my favorite scene probably the shower scene where they first meet each other. I laughed out loud. Like I was like crying because it was so funny. I
Oh my
love that
gosh.
scene.
I think I have to agree with you there because like I reread that scene like 4 times.
It
Like I
was
was like I
so
would like read a
funny.
few chapters. I was like, no, 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 I gotta go back. I gotta reread what just happened.
It was so good because I had been waiting for that build up for them to finally meet. Because like what that didn't happen until like at least almost 100 pages in, probably at least in my
Yeah,
copy. Like, it took a
it was like
long time, and I was waiting for that anticipation, like the tension. I was just waiting for it because I
it was
knew
just
that
the
they wanted to
funniest
meet.
way that they would have met, you know?
Yeah, like of course, it was
It's
so
like
funny.
and the build up to that chapter, I was like, oh my gosh, something's gonna happen. I was like, how is he
Yeah,
gonna be there? And like she's there. And then like how are they gonna like meet?
yeah,
Because it was kind of inevitable, but it was just so funny that it happened like that. It was so
yes.
hilarious.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I'm not surprised that it happened that way. Like of course that was what's gonna happen. Shower
Mhm.
scene, shower scene. Oh, Anita. Yes, this is
Oh my
also
god,
very
me too.
true. I definitely teared up at the end. Like when they're all sitting in the living room.
Yes.
Oh, so good. It's so cute. I love it.
It was so wholesome.
It was. That's another, yeah, you're right. That's fun because I could tell that they were both so nervous about like potentially meeting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Shower scene and proposal for laughs and crying, respectively.
Oh my god, the proposal was so cute. I was like,
It
what
was
a
really
Leon
cute.
way to propose to someone, right?
You know, and the scene where he yells to her like from the balcony. That was another really cute
That
scene.
was
Like they're
so
just
romantic.
yelling back and forth at night. That was cute. I was like, I want a man to do this with me, but it's fine. But during the book, either shower scene or when yeah, I liked that when they went on that trip together. I do wish I was expecting them to get
Yeah,
together, but that didn't happen. I was so
right. It was such a
disappointed.
teen book, and I was like,
I
okay,
know.
that's okay. But like,
I love the
oh my god,
wholesome, but I also love steam, and I
yeah.
wanted that.
If it had steam, it would have been just like, oh, perfection,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It
Because I
had
mean,
such good chemistry, and that's why I was
yes,
like
yeah.
so disappointed when it didn't have it because I was like, oh my god,
Because
the
it would just
chemistry is
fade
so
to
good.
black, or they would get
Yeah,
interrupted right before, obviously, with the what's his name, the jerkwad.
yeah.
Um,
I call him
just
Jerkface.
Justin. Was that who the boyfriend
I
was?
think so.
Yeah, I didn't. The fact that he literally went to the apartment. Oh my gosh! I was like, you have
Dude, he was
problems.
psychotic,
But
man.
Leon stood up. It was attractive to see him do that. But anyway,
Yeah. I was like,
I love
ooh.
the proposal. So creative. The hospital scene. Yeah, I agree with that. And I love the hospital scene. The fact that Holly was that the little girl's name. She was
Mhm.
involved, and she was so cute. I loved her, and her and Leon's relationship. Honestly,
So
top tier in the
adorable.
book. I agree.
I just love how everyone was like so excited for them to meet. Like all his
Uh huh.
coworkers, all his
Uh huh.
patients, and I
Like,
was
oh,
like, oh
you're
my gosh,
real.
this happened.
And Holly's like already knows that they're gonna get together. It's so
Yeah.
cute. Everybody knows but them. Tiffany meets Richie for the first time. Yeah, that was a good scene.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I needed it to
anticipation.
happen. Oh my goodness. Hi, Elle.
Hey, Elle.
I'm glad you're able to join. Hi, and yes, you all. I read it at work. Well, I'm glad I didn't get any farther than where it did because I love Steam. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I feel like when it comes, a lot of the romances that I read, I feel like they do have a lot of steams. When there's not, it kind of throws me off sometimes, or I
Mhm.
don't love it as much. But in the case of this book, the chemistry and the tension was so good that I didn't mind the fact that there weren't any like explicit scenes.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's why I still give it 5 stars because it was like their chemistry and conversation and just like
Mm-hmm.
how they were around each other was just so
Yeah.
good. It didn't matter.
And I think the book was about so much more than just romance.
Hmm.
Like there was such a good discussion on the type of abuse that Tiffy experienced and went through in her relationship and how she had to grow through that and learn how to realize what she had gone through. There's just stuff like that happened that I really appreciated because it made it so much more than just your average romance. And I think a
Yeah.
lot of romances are starting to do that nowadays.
I really like that they talked about that in a really
Mm-hmm.
healthy way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so good. When Leon stepped to Justin, I was like screeching. Yeah, no, that book or that scene, yeah, no, same. Started when her boyfriend was working nights and she gets to go to the film.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh
That's
my
really cute.
God, that's so
That's so
adorable.
cute. I love that. I love it when authors put their own life experience into the books that they write. I think it
Mhm.
makes it just so much more relatable because like it's real life stuff that happens.
Yeah.
That's so
Oh,
cute. I
that's
did
so
not know
adorable.
that.
I love how that was her
I did not
inspiration.
know that. The fact that his patients knew so much about Tiffy. Yeah, everybody knew, but she didn't even know him, and it's fine. And the notes that they wrote around the apartment,
Oh my God,
those
that
were
was
cute.
I love them so much.
Those are so cute. I loved that. I just hate Justin. Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
the
God, yes.
worst. I love when Tiffy's so confused because yeah, no, yeah. I love this whole book. It's so good. Honestly, I don't think I've ever like. Yeah, I agree with that. I have very strong feelings about some characters. When it came to Justin, he made my blood like boil almost. I felt
Yeah.
like he made me so mad because he was so toxic and rude. I hate it. And controlling and manipulative. Yeah,
Hmm.
I did not like him at all.
Yeah,
Justin was trash.
he was so toxic and manipulative, and it just
Yeah,
really hurt me to see how much it was like hurting Tiffy.
yeah.
And
Like so much
Oh,
so that she
that's
couldn't
so
even like kiss.
aggravating.
Yeah, I know, and like it affected her so much so that she couldn't even like, kiss Leon, or like, they couldn't go any farther in their relationship because she was struggling so much with that. But it
Yeah.
made me so mad that he did that to her. It's fine. Period. Yes, we agree. Justin made me so angry. Yeah, he's the worst. Especially when they cooked for each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would agree with this
Yes,
statement
me
very
too.
much. A sociopath for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. There definitely was a purpose to having Justin in the story. Um, yeah, there he had a purpose, but I also hated him.
Yeah, I've never
Ellie,
read a book before that has talked about like manipulation and brought up gaslighting and
yeah,
had it part of like a main plot.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it
because
was
I
really good about.
yeah, because I can see it as like a side plot. Because I feel like that happens in books. Like these topics will be part of like the side characters, but I don't often see it as part of the main characters. I feel.
Yeah.
It's definitely starting to happen more often. Like I have read romances recently where there are those kind of topics being talked about and discussed more often, which I think is really good. But for a
Mhm.
while there, yeah, that wasn't really a
Yeah.
thing in the books. But Elle says that you need to read Ends with Us. She will always preach that
Oh
book
my
to
gosh, I
anybody and
have not
everyone.
read any Colleen Hoover, and I feel like it's a sin that I haven't read any. Like, I
Yeah, you
really
need
need to.
to. You need
I
to.
really need to.
I can't really talk. I've only read Layla, and that's not really, that was like paranormal thriller romance type of thing, but I love that one. But
Yeah,
I do have It Ends with Us, so I'll read it
I know Elle
eventually.
and Stasia are like, oh my god, Maya, just read a Colleen Hoover book like now.
I know, it's fine. Tiffy's growth after Justin was immaculate. I love that.
Mhm.
Because of the ones before yeah. Yeah. No, I like all these comments. I need to read Coho, read Colin Hoover ASAP. So I guess we'll have to read Colin Hoover in the future for the book
Ellie, we can
club.
read Colleen Hoover together. Buddy read.
Like it wasn't she met Leon suddenly was off. I agree with that. Because I think that growth and learning to overcome that kind of stuff is definitely a process. It's not like a meet somebody else and like you're good again. It definitely
Yeah.
takes time. And yeah, I thought that representation in that element was really good.
I think that like the fact that the book took place over like multiple months makes it really realistic. And the fact that
Yeah,
like she didn't like overcome this problem within like 2 weeks or something. It was multiple months. It was over 6 months to say the least,
yeah,
right?
because we start in
'Cause it was like,
February.
yeah, because they had a 6 month contract and then they went over that. So
Yeah, so it was at least 6 months, and then the epilogue was 2 years later. So
yeah.
yeah, no, I like that because I feel like a lot of romances, it seems that they happen so quickly, like a few days or a few weeks. But the fact that this was, over several months made it more realistic, I think.
Mhm.
So that was really good. Oops. Okay, Buddy Read.
Yes,
Okay, so she agrees. We'll do Buddy Read. Okay, Kira's gonna join the Buddy Read. I probably will.
as well.
I will join as well because I do need to read more. Yes, I also like you. I think she wants to join the Buddy Read too, potentially. Is that what you're saying, Elle?
Oh,
Oh, she wasn't typing. Okay. As much as it hurt me, I love the book was showed that even emotional trauma is hard to get over. Because yeah, I agree with that.
Mhm. It's
It was
something that
very,
really
yeah,
sticks, you know?
yeah. Also, lending, housing. I kind of wondered about that because I feel like at the beginning of the book, that was such a huge conflict for Tiffy, like trying to find a place to live, even though she had a pretty solid job in editing. So that totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm in the States and you're in the States too, Maya.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
So I
know.
wasn't aware. Yeah,
But like, yeah. Okay, good to
and I'm in
know.
college, so, but yeah. And you're in college too, but you're living in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're off campus. Yeah, I'm on campus right now. So, okay, what question what did I just ask? I got
I think
lost.
it was favorite
So
scene.
many good comments. It was a favorite scene. Okay, so,
Mhm.
okay, well, that was actually kind of okay, I talked about the point of views, like, let's see, was it to read Leon's point? Oh, 1 second, I'm typing that. Because
Yeah, I agree with you, Elle,
let me
about the
put her
therapy
comment on the
and how realistic
screen.
it was.
Oops, let me put her comment up first. Yeah, I agree. I feel like therapy is something that is not talked about enough in books. I feel like a lot of these topics are not normalized and they
Mhm.
should be normalized.
Yeah. I agree with the fact that there's like this negative stigma about going to therapy,
Hmm.
you know? and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, and it should be normalized.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
I really liked how it was part of the book.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I agree. Was it a struggle to read Leon's point of view because of how it was written? Elle says yes. And I agree with that. It definitely took me a while. And I think it was written almost like a play, like a script, I think. And I think that was the point. And also the fact I've noticed is that Leon seems to run on very low sleep. His thoughts seem to be more like sporadic and firm and concise and short because of the fact that his job, I think, is so time consuming and thought consuming that he
Hmm.
doesn't sleep a lot. And I feel like when I don't sleep a lot, like I kind of start, being snippy and short like that. So I
Yeah.
kind of wonder if that's why it was written the way that it was.
Yeah, I think
Because,
so. Yeah, it really showed like how hectic his life was.
yeah,
I had a hard time for like the first chapter, but after that, it was pretty easy for me to pick up on the way that he wrote. I
yeah,
thought it was kind of impressive how she like the narrative for Leon's chapter was really like cut off and short, but she kept the
hmm,
dialogue very normal. And I feel like
yeah,
in writing that could be really challenging, but I
yeah.
ended up really enjoying the differences in their chapters.
Yeah, no, I agree. That took me a while to get used to it, but once I kind of figured out and got adjusted, I flew through his chapters. Because I mean, I love short chapters, and all this whole book was just wonderful because every chapter
Yes.
was a few pages long, and I appreciated that. But yeah,
It made it
Leon's,
so much quicker to read.
yeah, but it definitely, I feel like although Leon's chapters were short, it did take me a while to read through them sometimes until I got used to the way that it was written because I had to like go back and reread his thoughts, like, wait,
Mhm.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that stage. It definitely took me a while to get used to. And I learned to love Tiffy's chapters, even though I liked Leon as a character more, I think. Just because it was right. Like, I think Tiffy's chapters were just written, they were just so fun. I don't
Yeah,
know. Like,
energetic. She
she's
had a
just a
lot of
very
energy.
energetic and outgoing character, and I love that. I got advanced warning because, but so, yeah, that's good. See, I didn't,
See,
like,
I heard the audiobook was really good.
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like in
like,
this case, the audiobook, yeah, I feel like I should look at that
mhm.
because I don't
I
read
think I'm gonna
audiobooks
listen to
enough.
it because I was
Yeah.
told that if you're listening to a movie or something, like, it's really good.
Yeah, I can
Um,
imagine that.
yeah.
Going through a to-do list. Yeah, that's kind of how because his life is just so strict. Like he's on such a tight schedule. I feel like that he has to. He just thinks that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Might be if it's pretty introverted somehow. I mean, I probably think like that too. I guess maybe I'm very yeah. I can see that. I started as an ebook, so yeah, at first because I had got used to Tiffy already, but I listened to the audiobook as well. Yeah, I kind of wondered if the audiobook would be
Yeah.
good. I don't personally listen to enough audiobooks. I need to start listening to them more because I feel like that can help the reading experience be so much more like fun and enjoyable.
Yeah. I've heard it yeah. From what I've heard, I definitely wanna give the book a reread this year, maybe, like, next
Hmm.
month, and listen to it because I just heard it was so good.
Yeah.
And I think there's a full cast as well, I'm not sure. If anyone knows that,
I
let us
love
know.
full cast. That like what book was I was on Instagram and somebody was talking about this book that had a full cast. Oh, is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. I think that book is a full cast of characters and that sounds really cool to
That does
have
sound cool.
because I feel like I'd be able to pay attention more because the voices are all different and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like Tiffy's chapters, but Leon as a character, yeah. That's definitely the exact same way that I was feeling. I love Leon, but his
I like how we're
chapters.
all relating to each other, like, yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, I feel the same. I think we all loved this book as far as like I can see. I don't know how everybody else in the Discord felt about it, but from what I was like reading just in like the reading discussions, I seemed like everybody was obsessed and getting emotional, so that's good.
Yeah. I
Which
just
I'm
remember when everyone was mad at Justin and it was just, like, a bunch of caps lock, and everyone was, like, yelling in the Discord chat, and I was like,
yeah,
"Yes."
yeah. Oh, that's really interesting. I
Oh
did
my
not
gosh.
know that. I feel like everybody has read the Flatshare, but I don't know as many people who have read the Switch. Has anybody here read the Switch? If you're watching, you
Yeah,
want to
let us know.
comment. And which one did you prefer? Did you prefer
I
the Flatshare or the Switch?
If it's being turned into a movie, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Oh, I
Yeah,
mean, read it. Of course I'm gonna
yeah,
watch it.
yeah. That's fair. Yeah, that's super interesting. I did not know that because I feel like this is the more popular book of hers.
Yeah, I haven't heard as much about the Switch.
I'm gonna look it up on Goodreads really fast. I feel like I know more people who have read this one than her other one. But she also has her new book called The Road Trip is coming out
Mhm.
this year. And the
I love
cover is really cute.
I love how all her covers are like the same, like
They
the
all
same
like
style.
yeah, and they all like coordinate without being the same.
Yeah, like in
Like
the same
yeah,
series or anything.
they're
They have
very
like
cute.
format.
Let me look and
It's
see.
so adorable.
So this book, okay, so the Flatshare has 130,000 ratings, and not that that like necessarily matters, but okay, and the Switch has 31,000 ratings, but it
Yeah.
came out last year, so that makes sense, I guess, because the Switch is the newer release. Very interesting. Oops, lots of comments. Audiobook is well worth it. Okay, I might have to look that out. I might have to check that out for the Switch if it's maybe done the same way, but I will not. I probably will as well, definitely. You love them equally. That's good to know because I will read books and then read the author's other books, and sometimes I don't always like them as much. Like when I read like The Kiss Quotient, I loved that book, but the second book was just not. I didn't feel it. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't into it as much, and that made me really sad. But
I feel like that happens a lot with like, especially in a series. So like
yeah,
you set an expectation, but
yeah, I feel
I'm
like
glad that like you love them equally. So I have high hopes
yeah,
for the next book.
yeah. That's funny. I need to join a Zoom reading sprint. I just
Oh
I
my
get
god,
so
yes, we need it.
nervous to like be on screen. I mean, obviously I'm doing it right now, but like I get so nervous to be on screens with other people.
Oh, me too. I get super anxious. But it was so fun. I think I joined one and it was just hilarious. It was a good
Yeah.
time.
So does any reading actually get done during Zoom sprints? That's the question. Like, do we
And
actually read?
we got a few sprints in when I was there. But
Okay,
it
well
was
that's good.
yeah,
That's
it
good to
was fun.
know. Let's do a buddy read. Okay, we're doing a buddy read. It's officially happening. Watching Elle's live reactions or watching Ellie's live. That's funny. I actually sang the Flasher. I think that would be it'd be such a good rom-com.
It would be.
It'd be
I really do.
so cute. It'd be so
Yeah, that would
good.
be adorable.
Oh, it'd be so good. I want to see that happen.
I also want to see who they would cast for the characters. Like
Yeah.
I have these images in my head of the characters already, so I'd be curious who they would pick.
I'm gonna ask that question. If wait a second.
Oh my god, yes. I want to
If
hear your opinion.
the Flasher was made into a movie, would you want to cast as okay. Let's see if I want to see what everybody's opinions are because I have no idea. I like Tiffany is such a energetic, fun, outgoing character. She just fills up a room, and I don't know
Yeah.
who I can see doing that. Ellie
Right?
makes
I'm
people
trying to
read
pick
and
out
sprint.
characters off the top of my head or
Yeah,
actors because they're just such good characters. I feel like I don't know. I'm
yeah.
conflicted, right?
Maya joined on a cooking adventure, so I didn't read that
Oh my god,
time.
yeah.
Oops.
I wasn't reading that time either. I was like listening to y'all and like kind of writing. So
I'll
I
have to
feel
join this week or something. Um, Ellie shouts at everybody, so that's good. I like that kind of encouragement. Okay, if Flatshare was made into a movie, who would you want to cast as characters? We already have Leon cast.
I'm
Just
Googling
saying.
this guy.
Me. Do you want to play Tiffy?
I support that.
The guy from Harry Potter, Albert Enoch. I'm looking him up. How do I not know this name?
Oh. Oh, he plays Dean, right?
He's in How to Get Away with Murder. I did not catch that until like 3 weeks ago when
Really?
I saw a comparison. Yeah, I was like, how did I not know this? I'm like, what the heck? I'm gonna see if I
Okay,
can
okay,
like,
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah,
I
he
can see it.
plays Dean in the Harry Potter movies. Like, what the heck? How did I not know this? I love those movies and I love that TV show. That's fine. Same. I know their characters that they played in movies or shows, but I don't know their actual names. And the Duke from Bridgerton as Richie.
Ooh. One second, sorry, I just saw a comment.
No, I was waiting for you to see Ellie's comment about the Duke from
Yeah,
Bridgerton
yeah, that's
because
what. And then I saw the comment that says Penelope from Bridgerton as Tiffy, and I think that would be perfect. Oh my
yeah.
goodness, actually. But
So
except for that she's not as tall as Tiffy from the books. That's
yeah,
the only.
because Tiffy is really tall.
Yeah.
So the thing about this comment is I would agree with this, except that I personally love Draco Malfoy. I love what's his name. Like I have a sweatshirt that says "LOL, you're not Draco Malfoy." I am obsessed with this character.
Jayci's great. I feel like he's such an underrated character. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's so good, and his develop. Oh, I love him. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay,
I feel
Penelope
like
from.
sorry, I feel like Justin would have like light brown hair as well. I don't know if I
Yeah,
could imagine him as Justin.
yeah. I think he's too. He's not tall either. I feel like I can see Justin being very tall and like overbearing,
Yeah.
and I feel like what's the name Tom Felton is not. I could see that. It's been a long time
Yeah.
since I've seen those movies. Um,
She's great. Yeah, I love her.
yeah,
I think she would make a great Tiffy actually.
yeah. Carrie Hope Fletcher. I'm looking this person up.
Me too.
Got my phone. This is fun. I like this here.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, she's
I
so
could
pretty.
definitely see
Yes, I can
that.
see
I
it.
could definitely. Let me see if I can like. Ah, my high
Yeah.
quality images. I can definitely see that. Just dye her hair a little bit because she has bright red hair in the book, right?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got red
Just
hair.
dye the hair red. Yeah. I want to play.
I support
I
this.
mean, same.
Oh
Same. I
yes.
agree. That's funny. That is like I need to take a picture of this comment because oh my gosh.
That is so hilarious.
Thank you, Elle, for providing my entertainment for the day. That's funny. Yeah. No, you're good, Ellie. He can be Leon 100%. I assume we're talking about the guy from Harry Potter. Yeah, okay, cool. So we have 2 votes for her.
Yeah.
Tiffy is super tall for the kind of personality as Penelope. Yeah, I agree.
Oh
Elle
my
is getting
goodness.
lots of reactions. She has no shame. She reads Elle reads lots of very
Steamy.
interesting, steamy, smutty,
Mm.
sexy books. So she's used to this kind of stuff. Ha
Oh
ha
my
ha
goodness.
Elle. It's funny we love Elle. She is our high quality entertainment for this. Does anybody have any questions or like general thoughts? I don't know. Do we have hee Rylan, hey, hello. Oops.
Oh my
Oh,
God, Kira.
this is very true. She does have a man, but I guess fictional boys are still better, hence the name
Yeah.
of our book club.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Oh
See, Elle is a smut
my God.
queen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yes, I am going to announce the February books before we finish. You know, Nina, she Vampire Diaries, I'm so jealous of her because she gets both Stefan and Damon, and I love Damon with all my heart.
Yeah, Damon's pretty cool. I'm still watching it. I'm like in season 5 right now. But yeah, Damon's
I
pretty
need to
cool.
rewatch the show. I love Damon. What a babe. Okay. What are we reading next month? Well, I guess we can go ahead and talk about the next month's books. Since unless actually, okay, does anybody else have any final comments about the book or questions? Any final comments? And then we can announce. Should we also announce March's book?
I
And then
think we
I'll
should.
make okay.
I think it's a
I
good
will
time.
yeah, okay. I will pull a picture of it. Actually, no, they know. And then I'll make a graphic later. Okay,
Mhm.
before we announce or talk about next month's books, does anybody have any final comments or questions that they want to ask? I'll give it a few seconds. I'm trying to think if I have any more questions about the book.
Yeah, Ellie, same. I think top book of the month so far. Yeah.
In fact, will be hard. Yeah. No, I agree. Like we were barely halfway through January and I had read a book and I was like, this is already gonna be in my top 2021 favorites. And we're like,
Yeah.
2 weeks into the year. Like it's fine. It's
Right? It
promising.
was just so good.
Yeah.
So what a good way to start the year. So
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. When we were originally coming up with the plan for this book club, we have a whole list of books that like we hadn't personally read, but we also wanted to make sure that not everybody else had read it because this is a very
yeah.
popular book. Obviously, it's an international bestseller. So we're like, if everybody has read it, then are they going to want to participate? And it won't be as like active in the group chat because people have already read it and might not tune in as much because they're not reading it at the same time we are.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it worked out because most people I think that are watching right now had not read it before now. So that was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a lot of people to read with us.
Yeah,
And you
and
all
I'm
enjoyed it,
hoping,
which is like the good
yes,
thing.
yes, because that doesn't always happen because some people have very strong opinions about the books that they read, and if they don't like them, then it's just like no. So,
Yeah.
which I mean is fine, but the fact that we picked a pretty solid book for our first month is very encouraging.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy
Yay!
about that.
Elle says we are looking good, and that's her comment.
Thank you.
A book of stuff. Yeah, that makes us happy. And honestly, if y'all have any like more suggestions for what we can do to make things better or more engaging, like let us know. The first month was definitely like a learning curve, but I think now that we know what we're doing, I think we can continue to grow the book club
Yeah.
and for
I just
future
like how
months.
interactive it is, you know? Like we
Yeah,
can talk to y'all.
and I love the Discord. Yes, yeah, I love it when people do that. I'm not super active on Discord, and I need to be better about that because I obviously host a book club and am a part of a bunch of other groups. But yeah, I love seeing everybody's thoughts.
I loved reading through them. It was so funny.
And
Yeah, I
seeing
was like
Ellie's
showing it to people,
reactions.
you know, I was like, oh my God, look at this.
Ellie's crying over like the prologue, and she's commenting about it in the Discord, and it's so funny. I love it. Let's see. Okay. So should we go ahead and announce
Yes.
books? Okay. Let me find. Oh, wait a second. Okay. So do you want to go ahead and talk about them, Maya? Since I feel like you are the historical romance
Yes, should I grab
queen.
them for
Sure, go
myself?
for it,
Oh
and
my
then I can
God.
announce the
I'm gonna
March
bring
book.
this back. Okay, let's see.
So we have 2 books for next month. Every other month we are going to do 2 books, like a not necessarily a bonus book, but we want to kind of include diverse or indie authors. And to do this, we are going to have 2 book club picks every other month. We think so. February is two books.
Yeah, so okay, 2 books. The first one is Romancing the Duke by Tessa Dare. It's the first book in the Castles Ever After series. Y'all voted on this. It was really close between this book and The Beast of Bestwick.
Yeah.
So, but this one ended up like winning by I think 1 vote. So
Yeah, I feel
that's
like
the
that's
first
right.
one. Feels so
Yes.
weird holding it up. I'm not used to this.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The next one is Destiny's Embrace by Beverly Jenkins.
Yes, I have it on my
This is,
desk.
yeah, also another first in a series, and also like everyone loves this series. Like I've not heard anything bad. Like I know these 2 are like really well loved, so that's really exciting.
Yeah. And I might have to continue the series after we read the first book, like on my own, because
Yeah, I have like the entire series for this. I was like, okay, when I read it, I'm
yeah.
gonna read it all. I'm gonna read all of Tessa
How many books are in that series?
4. And
Okay.
I know the third one, When a Spot Ties the Knot, is like
Oh,
really famous. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I have heard of that one. I think I have it in my
Yeah.
Amazon cart or like in my saved for later chat or in my saved for later cart. But okay. And then I guess I'll go ahead and announce the March book. And then I will also link the titles down in the description. That way if you missed this, then you can find the titles later. So the book that we are reading in March, which we have not yet announced on the Instagram, is A Sweet Mess by Jayci Lee.
JCB.
Is that? Yeah. Okay. I forgot the author's last name. It's a new adult cooking romance.
It sounds so cute.
It sounds really cute. I already ordered my book from Book Depository because I like the UK cover better.
I'm about to order it too. I'm just so excited.
I'm really excited for that one. I'm excited for our next 3 books. So, yay! I'm really excited. Okay, let me go through and read these comments.
Yeah, so I know for this series, you could read them as individual books. So they're not like, I've read.
Question.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wait, who asked it? I'm trying to find
Stasia.
Let's see. I'm trying to find her. Oh, here you go. Okay.
Yeah, so you can read them as individual books. They don't like tie in.
They're companion novels, so they'll talk about like characters that are mentioned in other books, but like it's not super heavy on plot from the other books that you may need to know.
For Destiny's Embrace, I don't know if it's more linked together, Like I know some books will have like references to other ones that might be a spoiler, but I don't know for Destiny's Embrace. But for Romancing the Duke, I don't think it would be. You could read it in any order, I've heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You are the queen of historical romances.
Thank you.
And Nadia said that this is the perfect time for Europe, which I'm glad that we know, because we did want to make sure that we were able to work with people in the States and the UK and Canada without like y'all having to stay up until like 3 a.m. reading or to watch. So I'm glad that 2 p.m. works. We might stick with that, or around that time from now on. Will our live shows be on Sundays? I'm not sure, because I know that I start working again on Sundays after this week. And I think Maya, you said your internship might also.
Yeah, so actually I'm free on weekends. So,
okay.
Yeah, but during the week
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It might be maybe Saturdays could work.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm usually free those days.
Unless Elle might work on Saturdays.
Yeah. We'll update y'all.
We'll figure it out. We will keep y'all updated.
Let you guys know.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that this is a good time that works with everyone.
Because I know some, like I've been a part of some live shows where like people in the UK are at 11 o'clock at night, doing the live show, and I'm like, oh, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I would be bad at this point. Tessa Dare is the queen.
Yes.
This will be my first book by her, so.
I've only read one other book, so I'm really excited.
Beast of Bestwick is top tier. I almost bought this book. Should I buy it, Ellie? Yeah. I'm assuming I should if she's saying it's top tier.
If you buy it, we'll buddy read it.
Okay.
I have it because I was like, I heard about it, and then I saw Ellie's post about it. I think I commented. I was like, oh my god, this sounds so good. And then I bought it. So yeah.
Okay, I might have to buy it then. Yes, I'm
so
glad.
I'm so glad you liked it.
I'm so glad I've started reading historical romances. I just started maybe in December, thanks to Maya. And everybody needs to read them. They're so fun.
They're so much fun. I love them so much.
So I had no idea about any of them. I will believe. Well, we appreciate your undying trust, Kira. I hope we do not let you down, because I would feel bad.
I hope you enjoyed both these books.
Stacia got that from my library. Yes, I'm glad that they had historical romances, because at my library, I feel like they don't have most of them. Like the selection is kind of few and far between, which makes me sad.
I hope they get some more, so you can read more historical romances.
Everybody needs to read historical, or just buy them on my own, I guess. Spend my money, which I need to not do, but it's fine. Excited for Destiny's Embrace. I am so excited for this one.
Me too. Also the cover, like it's so pretty. And it sounds so good.
All of historical romances covers are pretty. Like seriously, they're so good. I'm starting Romancing the Duke today, and I'm very excited for that one. If I have time, I'll do the other one too. Does Ellie also read historical romance? I feel like she's another one that's kind of familiar with the genre.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. I feel like I knew that. I mean, she's read Beast of Bestwick, so. Okay, we already said this. Yes. Do you know the series?
Oh yeah, it's the second book from.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, is her?
I've heard it's really good. I'm really excited.
Food. What is that comment to? I don't even know what that comment is from. Oh, A Sweet Mess. Our March pick. Yes. Okay. Yes, Elle, you better order your books later tonight. I think she does have February's picks though, so that's good. I'll find it on the library. 2 p.m. is good for UK. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, y'all are in lockdown again, and I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Like like that. I can't imagine doing that again. We'll figure it out, Elle says. And you were right, Elle. We will figure it out. I have no job and no school. Honestly, I wish I could say the same thing, but I have school now.
I have school. I have my internship. But it's okay. Make time for reading.
Yeah, I know. I have had to learn how to schedule in time to read into my daily list of stuff to do, because or else I won't do it. And I need stress, or I need to read to relieve stress. Okay, she says I should read Beast of Bestwick. That's good to know. Maya went as from hardcore fantasy to smutty history.
Oh my god, this is so accurate. My other bookshelf is full of like adult fantasy, and now I don't read any of them.
Is the bookshelf behind you the one you got for Christmas? Or
yes.
Yeah, okay. Is it all historical romances?
Yeah, it's all romances. So I have like a bit of paranormal there, a couple fantasy. So yeah. Mostly
I love mass markets. They're so cute.
Underrated.
Yeah.
And then they have the stepbacks.
Yeah. None of mine that I've bought have had them, and I'm really sad.
I had like someone gifted me this recently, and it has a step back, and I'm like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love
Yeah.
step
I
backs.
feel like if I buy them used, they're more likely to come with a step back because I feel like a lot of the
Yeah.
new ones don't have them.
No, yeah, I think you're right. And on thrift books, a lot of their books, if you buy the used ones, they usually have step backs.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. The Warrior Knight and the Widow is also really good.
I've
I'm
never
going
heard
to be
of that, but I
keeping
put it on my list. So
I'll be keeping these in mind. I stand by this transition to historical
me
romance.
too. Oh my
Honestly,
gosh. Yeah, it was
for
like the best change in my life, to be
yeah,
honest.
and your feed is historical romances now. It's so great.
It's so cute.
You know, I can kind of see that, especially unless you get a separate shelf, L, to just put
Hmm.
all your mass markets and then they'll look great together, like Maya has, because
Look
those
how cute.
mass markets look wonderful because they're not mixed with all the short and the tall and the
Yeah, and I got one of the small shelves, so
yeah,
it worked out pretty well.
yeah. Dang. Okay. Sweet. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up. This was so fun. I'm so glad that everybody loved the book.
Yeah, me too. It was a good way to start the year and start the book club.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about
Yeah.
that.
I'm so happy for this. Also, if you guys want to start recommending April genre suggestions, let us know because we will start curating a list of books to vote on um, for then because we're super early and punctual and we
Yeah.
like to be on top of things, if not a little bit ahead of them.
Yeah, we
But
want to make sure that
yeah,
we're not like doing anything super late.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that way, because we do know that it also takes a long time for books to get shipped, especially if you order from Book Depository, like that can take a really long time depending on where you live. So,
I know it can take
awesome.
forever to reach Canada.
Yeah,
So
yeah, poor L, poor L, it's fine. Yes, April, thank you for hosting. You guys are
thank
welcome.
you.
I'm so excited for next month. We'll try to pick a date soon and we'll let y'all know. Stages says contemporary. I will write that down.
Yes, noted.
You just had to make me speed up on Book of the Month for a mini-thon. I get yelled at. Oops. It's okay. I will yell at you, Kira. And Book Depository hates Canada. Yeah, I agree. I believe you, Elle, because the books I sent you for Christmas took like 4 weeks to arrive.
Yeah, I don't even know
So
if mine have arrived yet. I'm like, oh,
I hope so. I hope they do soon.
yeah, me
Because you
too.
ordered them around the same time I did, but
Yeah, it's just shipping can be so
yeah.
long.
Especially now too, because of the pandemic or whatever.
Mhm.
But we need to make TBRs ahead of time. Honestly, if I could plan out my TBR for the whole year, I would, because I know that I wouldn't stick to it
Yeah,
at all. So, but I love planning and listing. Oh, so good.
I really hope they arrive soon. I'm really excited to see like your reaction to them. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just in general. Everybody hates Canada. Sorry, Elle. Oops,
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. But
shipping.
yay. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us for this
Yes,
chat.
thank you so much.
It was
I'm
so
glad you liked the
fun.
book. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you came to chat with us. So
And if you missed part of the live, then I will attempt to post this on my channel so y'all can find it and go back and rewatch or anything like that later. So, yay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit end broadcast, and
oh,
that
okay.
is the outro for it. So,
Bye
okay.
guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.